Well, sorry for not being too active with videos this weekend. Got behind on, well, not really behind, but spent a lot of time catching up on coursework after having finished the meal that I posted the video of. And, oh man, that was really good meal. I highly recommend it. Yeah, just mostly doing work on our classwork and stuff, so that nothing really exciting. And I try to avoid talking that sort of stuff on here just because it's like, I'm not really covering the subject. If I were covering the subject, then I probably would whip up a video or two on what I'm working on. Most of the work was on one of the assignments. We're supposed to make a roster using doubly linked lists to store student names, and within those, a singly linked list to store scores associated with said student. And last night I wanted to at least have it through being able to easily insert and delete students properly. We're supposed to also put them in sorted order given an unsorted list, so having to get that part worked out too was not that bad. Just printing them out and in order was a tricky part, and just I finally found some notes that were able to help me get the right response that I need, so that everything prints out fine. But yeah, I only wanted that a little bit done. Ended up getting everything except for associating the names with the right scores working correctly, and that's not working out right correctly yet. The professor suggests making the singly linked list more like a queue, and I'm just going to go back and redo that insertion function, and that's really it, because I did the deletion function for that based off of a queue, so it's like, okay, that works, and I'm not getting any crashes or errors or null pointer errors and all that fun stuff. So yeah, just probably have to rework how I put things in the list. Well, on the plus side, everything else is working fine, and just really the only tricky part of that one was sorted order. Nothing string compares and knowing insertion operated. Well, I have two insertion functions written already that I we only needed to write one for our last assignment, and I'm like, no, I'll write both, because you'll never know. And apparently I did know, because that's why reinvent the wheel? I mean, that's one of my favorite things about coding, is you write it once and then, I can use this again somewhere else. It's easy. And probably also why I like physics, because you can plug in one equation or something that you derived into another one, and well, that really got me thinking. That's exactly how a lot of quantum mechanics problems work, and a lot of how E&M problems work. And one of the ways you could prove speed of light is a constant, and what was that? A few other, just like a couple small properties off of that, using Maxwell's equations. And really, I wish I had a microphone to record something like that, because I really love that proof. It's probably one of my favorite proofs in in science, is because there's like this really neat thing, because we took until Einstein to finally put down speed of light as a constant. It's derived this and that, all of this stuff, and finally put all of that relativity down in relativity when he threw it out there. I mean, we had Michelson-Morley disprove ether, but that was a really good experiment too. But then we had, before then, just the Maxwell's equations, and you can derive the speed of light from just the Maxwell equations, and it's like, if you could figure that part out, it's like, okay, you just need the Michelson-Morley experiment to set it out as or set it out experimentally. I mean, being able to prove something on paper and being able to prove it experimentally, two different things. But yeah, it was just, I don't know, I like that stuff, and that is like, that proof is just fun because it's just vector manipulation, and that's just really that's really easy calculus. I mean, it's not even like super tough calculus, and I'm thinking PDEs right now, and a lot of that stuff's really not that bad once you know tricks and stuff. And, as long as you're not modeling coupled differential equations, that just gets tedious. That's really more tedious than hard when you really get into it. But I'm just speaking personal opinions, and not really working too many tough coupled equations. But actually, no, that was my senior. That was my was it? What did we call it? Senior project or final project? That was my final project. Was series of coupled differential equations, and if I could do it in Excel with that really crappy interface and way of doing it, that's one of the main things I want to recreate with in a better programming language, is redo my that project so that oh man, I have issues with it, but it worked out in the end. It was good. It was fun. I learned a lot about compact objects, so I enjoyed that a lot. Wow, this is a lot longer than I expected to be, but get me on a physics rant. I love talking science. Well, I'm here going Final Fantasy VII for fancy shirt today. That's about it. See what else happens today. Hopefully something fun. If not, then just give an opinion on classes or something. I don't know. Yeah. This is what when you have nothing built up, even though you've been working on a lot of things. It's, God, I really wish I could record physics stuff better. I would so love doing a few lectures or lessons, or just all the fun stuff that I know. There's so much fun stuff, and I'm honestly thinking math right now, and that's the fun stuff. But yeah, well, see where this day goes. I'm looking forward to it. So today was Taco Monday, to go with a meme from a cartoon that I love. Silly meme, but yeah, such an out of context line, and it's as bad as muffins. But anyway, back at the start of summer, I talked with my current programming teacher and asked him, well, what sort of math books can you recommend? And he gave me this one as a gift. Yes, a math book as a gift, and I read through most of it before I just got really sick of it and had to get the comic books that were in a much, much earlier video. I'm bringing this up again today because, good bookmark. In class, we started discussing Polish notation, which is basically prefix and postfix traversals, and I'm finding this as a very interesting way of getting into trees because we were using this as a description of how to handle, or one thing trees can do in this book. So it's like, oh well, tree algorithms and getting into that. So long story short, I tuned out a lot of class today because it's like, okay, I've read about this, I'm ready for the assignment, and I can handle prefix postfix notation, no biggie. And yeah, that was what happened in class today, and I just thought it was really fun because I got a chance to go over something relatively new that I learned. I've gone over like stacks and trees and stuff in other programming classes before, but actually having something that I saw come out of my Discrete math book here that I got for being nice and asking a teacher what to do, and it was really something. And it feels good knowing that we're going to be covering this as a gateway into discussing trees and different sorted order stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I like I said earlier in this video, it's like I'm looking forward to today, even though I haven't really been feeling best of health the past couple of days, mostly really bad head pains. But anyway, yeah. So it's like I'm feeling good about this and what we're moving on to, and I'm sort of feeling bad for some of my friends, talking with them about how class is going, and they're like they're not really in the best of moods about what we're covering because one reason or another, and honestly the teacher is moving very, very fast for the subjects we cover, but so I can understand that argument there, and just yeah, we do need to slow down a bit. Plus he assigns so much homework, so that really adds on to it. But, I've been balancing that stuff out pretty well. But yeah, I was looking forward to what was going on today, and got a nice little surprise in this. Worried for my friends there because if they're having trouble keeping up with this, with the stuff that we're covering now, when we start getting into trees and building that stuff, and that's where it starts getting really tricky at times. I mean, not the hardest, but you can get lost pretty quickly if you're not up to speed and going along with it. So hope they can stick it out, and but that's videos for today. Don't really have anything else. I put away some toys already. I picked up a Maniac figure while I was out on Saturday. So I think I got all of the Power Ponies toys I want. I don't have the Rainbow Dash one, but really I don't really care about her. But anyway, so yeah, nothing really else. So enjoyed this shot of my amiibos while I say, if you have a NES one, I would really love borrowing it forever. and have a good day, and see you in the next video.